Greetings to all of you. It's 11 o'clock. I came to stand in the Mackenzie police station at 11 o'clock because Adrianna Young life was taken as an 11-year-old. And the injustice that I'm seeing being meted out to a family of an 11-year-old warrants my coming here to take a stance. Justice produces peace. Justice produces peace. As a Guyanese man, as a father, you see my t-shirt, husband, daddy, protector, king. I'm here to stand in front of the police station to register some very serious concerns of mine. As a police station right now, let me see if I can switch this camera. Let me just test something here. Let's see. So I'm standing in front of the Mackenzie police station. I'm not here to protest against the police in Linden. I'm here to register protests against what's happening in our country in general. As I stand here today, it is unimaginable that what represents law, what represents justice, what ensures that we have peace, Guyanese, as you join the broadcast, please indicate to me that you hear me clearly and you see me clearly. There is need for grave concern in this country. I stand here today as well to register the fact or the complaint publicly that Barra Jagdeo, he has no ministerial portfolio, so I don't know what ministry he's from. He's not the vice president. Barra Jagdeo would have taken time to insult Dexter Todd, Dr. Dexter Todd, Dexter Todd, attorney, an attorney at law. I've been searching the internet. I don't know whether I missed the Bar Association's condemnation of Bar Jagdeo's utterances, but Bar Jagdeo has insulted, demeaned, and totally disregarded the qualifications and the authority of an attorney in the caliber of Mr. Dexter Todd. This cannot be taken lightly because the PP is telling me that as long as you seek to represent anyone or any matter that brings in discomfort, their general secretary, who's the leader, is trying to disrespect you. I'm not taking that. I don't know about any other guys. I am not taking that. I'm standing, see, look around me. See, I'm standing here all alone, for now at least, I think. Why? Because I told you I believe in standing for justice. I believe in standing for justice in my country. I believe in standing for justice, which is law and order. Justice is not satisfaction and order. Law, the law. How could Barra Jagdeo dare insult or seek to insult Attorney Dexter Todd? Where do we get away with this nonsense? I'm standing here because, hey, sis, you here? Shalom, shalom. Good. I'm joined by a mother. We're standing here. I started at 11 o'clock. That child is 11 years old. And instead of demonstrating some degree of humanity, of humanness, of care for human beings, Jagdeo decided he's going to now launch an attack against Dexter Todd. No, we stand. We stand here as well because you see the topic. I'm Orlando, who's not, his name is not Orlando. I could be standing here. I came in my working clothes. Look, I came in my full work attire, full work outfit. To show you that I'm working today. I should be at work. Standing here at work, a police could come from right out there and say that I'm wanted for abducting somebody, for kidnapping somebody. Are y'all aware of the gravity of the situation? Where a man was sought after by the police. The officer said the commander told them to go and find him. That's what the young man recounted. To find him, and they said he's wanted for abducting, for kidnapping Adrianna Young. We have to do better than this. Good morning, and how are you? Good, good. It's time for us to take a stance as a people. There are many things I'm here to speak about. I am Keon, Fortunate. I could be going home to see my family. As I said, I'm dressed for work. I could be driving home to some protest erupt somewhere, and a police officer can point a gun and shoot me in my eyes and kill me. And to this day, he's not been charged. No, man. No, Guyanese. No. Come on. We are unprepared to accept this. Why must the very first encounter we have with law enforcement be guns? Why? So I'm here to show young people like the son anywhere in the Guyana, nobody can shoot kill me. That's why I'm sure to essentially help the police to show the world that I can stand along with others. The sisters who come to stand with me here. We can stand. Why can't stand in front of a police station? Our brothers and sisters and children have become so afraid. You're not supposed to be afraid of the police. They're supposed to protect you. You're not supposed to be afraid of any police officer. This nonsense has to stop. And this has come as a result, a direct result of the People's Progressive Party, the People's Pathetic Party. This is a direct result of y'all. I've never thought I'd see the day when a young person in my country is afraid to stand on the road in front of the police station because of their experience. In Linden, I am Ronaldo, a young man who was grabbed by a police officer. I think today's the court date. Grabbed. Somehow, the officer his gun fired up, accidentally shot and killed Ronaldo. Was then dumped into a minivan with two other officers riding there. I am Ronaldo. So let me show you. Someone is just standing with a placard because we're scared of any police. Scared of police? Well, honestly, be afraid. Look at that. Wow. Our innocent soul exposed evil. Justice for our daughter. I love that. Justice for our daughter. I know this face. You are Keon's mother. Wow. This is Keon's mother. Can you talk to me on camera? Because you can't understand. Be careful. Let me just switch this camera or put a camera on you. This young lady here, as I said, you saw me standing just listening. I'm Keon. This is Keon's mother. This is Keon's mother. Coming here to stand. Let me see how this. Let me hold it for you. That'd be easier. I know. Let me switch and give you the camera. Standing here today after I remember when Irfan met with you and other family members at the Watuka guest house. I remember that clearly. You share to care to share with us, please let us know because you came to stand here today, obviously for justice for your son. So tell us what brought you out here today. Yes, tell us what happened on that day, please.
So you're telling me because Ronaldo made it a video on Keon, Keon don't get close already. We're really going on in this space. I need to for my guy and left.
So just let me interrupt you, please, because
Hard.
I want us to be clear on this, sister. You're saying that you were told by the police or somebody that there's no video of Keon being shot? Oh, so there's no one charged yet?
I was wondering if it's because you don't have a people like Ronaldo. What is really going on? I need to talk.
No charge.
I punish a mind that's 4 by children without father. I need to
Are you all hearing?
live with you. You went in a fighting arm, nobody just right up all the way from home. Come and see family and praise God.
Oh my God.
Really painful for me. I'm telling you, I ain't getting stories. They have to turn back to work. It's only because of God mercy bring me back to work. I ain't getting strength to work and do.
I understand because they have grandchildren to feed as well. This is serious, guys. I hope you hear me clearly. Because a mother is standing here, Keon Fudge his mother, Edinburgh, is standing here today seeking justice. And why we stand in front of the police? Because the police has a right to ensure that they do proper investigation so that there can be a just outcome. Correct. You don't need that.
Don't pray for that. So the little that we get done, happen. The area primer take some walking at some other station, the area in Ghana, the country happening, captain charge, and you don't murder.
It's not good.
Don't put it and you don't murder, like somebody murder somebody. Get from the first day, the second day, you don't happen.
Definitely. Definitely.
The place for you.
And so I just want to repeat something for the viewers to hear what you're saying. Your son was coming to see his family. His son goes to come and see Abraham. He came to see his family. Somebody said the audio is not clear. You need to hear very clearly today. I know you have to hear clearly. This is serious stuff going on here. Very serious. You should be able to hear.
It's for me. His son called me the morning, 6 o'clock, and I tell him, I said, man, I tell me, want to board.
Right.
Time I might want, I might not comfort or coming up with children.
Wow.
After the right that okay, me Sunday, just right up here and there. Everything is hard for me, man. It's real hard, and then nothing me get to know just the president make a whole set of promises. Day before yesterday, me that in lag up to enroll one Keon child that going into nursery. Well, Keon is I used to ride around with the children board certificate in the bag. You find it, then you they say they enroll her, but they say they gotta get the board certificate and then tell her that she can't get the cash grant. Come on, man, why she can't get the cash grant? Cash grant is that serious. Please tell their father to entitled to cash grant. Concern, public assistance, and everything that entitled to. Come on, man, what happened? We're already going on. This country like it's real at all. I can't deal with it. My son from 1 to 32, you know what? If you use a big child like that, is my second born. People just gun it down and kill it in the eye too. This fool is like they're shooting share eyes right now. They're shooting share eye, they're shooting foot.
I'm gonna own this
one. You know who bothering me from? But I see more worse things than what happened in them for them at the place and nobody in there.
Correct.
Nobody in there. Yes, one down this all kind of thing and nobody. I got to the I passed it. Just I passed at the stop. It needs to stop. Couple years back was tree at the bridge.
Yes.
Protest too. Every time you get a protest, you can't talk in peace, you can't protest in peace. Nobody they shooting a gun at primers, they make he had to shoot my son. No gun playing went out there.
I hope that a lawyer can be here today.
No gunplay went out there for the well, other gunplay and Prime not try to represent himself. That wasn't what going on
And
out
did they
there.
have a gun in the
My son
You
is
know,
no gun. At least when he falls, everybody pick up a gun.
no gun.
No gun he went on.
Exactly.
He
No,
didn't have a
nothing on him.
rifle on him.
Oh, exactly.
He had no weapon on him.
No weapon on him.
Come on, man.
Right? So let's
I
get
need
it back to you.
justice for my son. I need justice for my son, and I need justice for every other body that lose their child.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Just been sick, and I can't even sleep at night because I lose my son. So you're hearing nothing. You're hearing nothing.
Here's a hope that you're here today. Just send me say you're not here today.
You're hearing bad. This is bad. Do better than this.
Must.
Better than this. You can't get police gunning down people sharing in the streets and then you just get them if they hide off or you put them to another location and they don't tell them later you send them in some and all them. Right. It's wrong.
That's why we're here.
If you being
Because you have to return to the street. You have people not being called terrorists.
me family willing to protect the streets because this thing is up, it is easy, it is nice. And people got a right to protect peacefully. People protect
Exactly.
no police ain't got no right shooting bullets.
You shouldn't put any gun.
The other night I there in my bed. When the boy Alice word get shoot and people call me phone and tell me if you saw the police are running down four car and firing bullets. And lo and behold, by them 18, I hear the boy get shot. Like, something is right. That police and them shoot back at them mind, but people shoot and white police on the still live wrong. But let's get pellets. They don't get live wrong.
They're supposed to only come with the gun if there's serious issues regarding crime control. Then right away.
Justice for my son. I'm begging for justice for my son.
Do you hear the call? Hello, good morning. Tell me if you're any better, please. There is a clear call from a mother for justice for her son. Another mother is standing here, justice for our daughter. Because Adrianna wasn't shot by the police, this young lady here. But the police are in the game whereby instead of allowing her father and others to go and find this girl from the beginning, they lock off a building, close off the door. You can't see anybody. They can't go in and all kinds of nonsense. And here we're in front of the police station today because the police need to explain to us very clearly. All right, Dimbers. The police have to make it known to us that if my child, that's why I came here hearing that, if my child can't be found at a swimming pool, how could no police in Guyana say that they stood there and searched for this girl in the pool? You're hearing all kinds of mixed up story, but no police is saying that they were standing there and they went to check the pool themselves. Because I like to think that the very first place you check is the pool. So now we have no report from the police that they checked the pool. None. None. So we're standing here because there are many painful situations that are at play here. Again, I say a mother is in pain. How are you doing, sir? Yeah, buddy. Good man. Good. A mother is in. I could feel the pain in this woman. I could hear the pain. So if we gather here today, if 200 of us show up here and start standing in this road, am I to think that tactical services will show up with guns and start shooting? Is that what our life has now become as Guyanese people? Where as soon as you stand, the police come and gun and shoot you. There is no law that permits police to come to you with guns first. None. Even for asking on camera. But the truck fighting down. All right, then, brother. There is no law that permits policemen to show up to you with guns in their hands and live ammunition. None. If they assess the crowd and there's nobody in the crowd with weapons, you don't show up with weapons. You show up with the shields and batons. They have to show up with a banner saying disperse. They have to show up with a loud hailer or a speaker or the microphone saying disperse. That's it. Young man Keon Fudge and his mother stand behind me here. Came from Georgetown to see his family. We call him Dan. On his way to see his family, a policeman. He was in, that's on the khaki clothes, right? Khaki clothes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a senior rank. Who has junior ranks under him now? So a senior rank could lower the gun according to report that shoots the tear gas. That's why it has the big nozzle in front. The can of tear gas. And raise a pistol, it seems, and shoot a Lindener or a Guyanese, let's say Guyanese in general, and he's yet to be charged. The mother said the people came to give statements, and he's yet to be charged. So what's happening to us, the people in this country? Oh, I see some familiar faces. Okay, good. There are some familiar faces, and Lindeners are afraid of standing publicly. We're in trouble as a people. When you have to be afraid to take a public stance in front of a police station, this should be the safest place in the whole world. This should be the safest place in Guyana. And the Guyanese are saying they don't want to stand in front here. I started by saying to you all that when I heard, how you doing, brother? When I heard Barrett Jagbio seeking to insult Adrianna Young's lawyer, I said that was the limit. That was the limit for me. The lawyer who's asking to see the pathologist report and all that. He is insulting Attorney Dexter Todd. So if let me put the camera back because these mothers matter more to me than me being the camera. So if Keon fudging his mother, or you my brother, if this young lady here is standing says, okay, I'll defend her, I'll take the case. Jab, you'll insult the lawyer too, and by extension insult this mother. Where are we going as a people in this country? Where are we going as a people in Guyana? You heard it from the mother. So don't say all in here. Don't say it in here. Do you care to tell us what were you promised by Irfan Ali any investigation into this matter?
Yes.
Tell us. You want to hear clearly.
In a couple of days.
In a couple of days?
Yes.
What was going to happen? Wow.
Then,
And it's 1 month.
no, never get back to me to say anything.
Oh my God. I want you to hear for yourself.
Never get back to say anything. When I hear my son dead, I'm back to the station and the police said that he was in Sudan. He said, let me come to them. I tell them I am not going to come.
Yeah, hello.
Then he comes to Linden and we all go to the guest house.
Wow.
And to know.
Good day. Enough.
How many grandchildren they're supposed to exist their life without a father? This son grow without a father because you father dies but eight. So we children them will grow with a father. Father didn't go down by feet. Police didn't kill his father. Police didn't kill his father. I need justice for my son. And I need it fast. I need answers. I ain't hearing nothing. And I know that I ain't hearing anything about.
He's out to the news actually.
I ain't hearing nothing. And I need to hear things. I need justice for my son.
Wow.
It's only who feels it knows it.
Indeed.
And I feeling it now, and I know it. Nobody know what I preach. And nobody know what I went to for me trying to just get ready for my training. I need justice. If me son the murder, he done that in jail already. Because simply if you get them by with little weed, quick time there's
Down. Exactly. Exactly.
Yep. Them, one to the killer.
I'm coming. Let me switch this microphone on. Come. Let me switch this mic out. People, Lindeners, y'all don't be afraid to stand. I can tell you that. Because when you're afraid to take a stance, people do anything in this life. Right? You're not hearing, you need to hear Keon's mother's situation. That's why Sammy puts on the title. I am Keon. We ought to hear. This is so painful for me to listen to. You must hear what's going on in this country. Let me take out this headset because this isn't working. Good. Forgive me. All right. Headed back to work. So we hear her clearly. All right. So we headed back. You should be able to hear clearly now. And I see, this is so encouraging. I see from Georgetown. From Georgetown, I see, wow, look who's here. Linders, we have support. There you go.
Yes, we all the way from Georgetown.
All the way from Georgetown.
Definitely.
All the way from Cameroon. There you go, Georgetown. Of course, you have Dr. Campbell. I don't have to say who this is. Neither parliamentarian, Madam has thing. But this is so encouraging because this is the mother of Keon Fudgenay, by the way, who's called Dawn. Okay? I want you'll hear her story she speaks because they won't hear you clearly. Are you hearing better now? Excellent. You need to hear this young lady's story because it's so painful. Honestly, it is. So they hear you clearly now. Perfect. So 1 month ago,
Yes.
1 month ago, there's a protest in Linden because of Keon's situation. 1 month.
Keon wasn't in a protest is number one. And even if he was in a protest, people don't protest with live rounds. Keon left Georgetown all the way right on the bike to come and look his family. And not to hear when he reached a Primus shooting. All now Primus can't get charged yet for Keon's death. Why could people kill people's children and they're free? And if Keon, they kill somebody, he done there in prison. I need justice for my son. When we went out to Tuku guest house, the president make a whole lot of promises. All no, till no, nothing.
What did he promise you? Because they hear you clearly. I want to hear you say something. Repeat, please, because they hear you clearly now.
What's on promises? He said he gave me days. I tell you, I need justice. He said in a couple of days, we're going to get justice. He promised me a lot of things for the grandchildren, them, for get public assistance, all kind of thing. And Anthony now nothing. Day before yesterday, Keon's share mother go for enroll her daughter at the school. Them in get board certificate. Well, I could understand. They said that they're going to enroll the child and give her some time for the board certificate. But then they tell she can't get cash grant. It's police kill Keon. It's police kill Keon, and he was a dedicated father to his children. 10-day work all he do. All kind of work he do for maintain the children. Them way telling me she can't get cash grant. And cash grant is not the end date.
No.
They got from now till they reach 18 and them is babies. I need justice for my son. And I need answers and I need it fast. It's too long. 1 month yesterday, nobody know what going on in it for me. I mind the 4 sons there without a father. Keon's father died since he was 9. How many children you son have? 4 children he have. He have 1 3 with 1 girl and with the eldest one with another one. What's the age? The big son gonna write common entrance next year. I think he's 9. Oh, wow. 10 September. And the last child is 1. 1 going in nursery, 1 coming out to nursery. And the baby. Come on, I need justice for my son. I feel in pain. Pain in my heart. I telling y'all, I ain't eating, I ain't drinking because I can't sleep. It hurt me. It hurt me. You carry me at the guest house was a whole set of way. You carry there, you talk all you could talk, but you ain't doing all you could do. I need justice for my son.
Rightfully so. So nobody.
I must kill my son, and he know he kill him. He know that he shoot. So much people who went out there say he put down big gun and take out little rifle. What happened? I know, I understand that you don't get the whole amount of people for go and say. But we done get witness already. We done give statement. What happened?
You say, Mr. Police?
Yes. What happened? I ain't hearing nothing.
Where's
like this one cover down. Me allowing it for God. So I need justice for my Keon. I need justice for my son.
This is crazy.
Every cow cry for their own calf. When you're dying it, then it's when you know it. I know it. I need justice for my son.
One consistent call from the mother.
Son, yesterday is the 8th. Keon there the 8th last month. Yesterday was the 8th.
1 month.
1 month. Nothing. Yeah? Nothing. What happened? Because Ronaldo got a video and Keon ain't get none. That's why I can't hear nothing. He don't get statement for E. I gotta hear something. Y'all in charging this man. Is people police just killing people and get off, sir? No, man.
I agree.
So since the president met with you, you haven't heard nothing from him?
I haven't heard nothing from E.
Nobody contacted you, sir? No minister?
No, Murray. Forget his name, man. He went to the guest house with he in the army.
Murray.
Not Murray.
Not Murray, Colonel Murray.
Not Colonel Murray. No. At all fine, man. Forget
Abraham?
I know him. My son-in-law, I know the name good. Anyhow, he called me a day and tell me something about some vehicle and picking me up and carry me to town to some meeting. I tell you, I don't want not more meeting. I want to hear about justice.
Right.
Me why not more meeting. I feel I meet him too much time already since my son there and me it ain't getting nowhere. He said, okay, you can tell the president. I said, you tell you, I say so. I want justice.
Right.
Me hearing not more justice. Me want about meeting. I want about justice. That's why I tell you. That's the only person reach out to me.
So your finale has not called you since?
Never. I didn't call nobody.
Guyanese, we're hearing for ourselves.
This country stop me that.
We're hearing for ourselves, all right?
We let Spain alone.
That's Dr. Campbell right here.
How many more mothers must cry like this, Apostle? How many more mothers?
You could hear the pain, and that's what's touching me today. I can hear the pain. This is too much, man. Honestly speaking. This is way too much for us to handle. Do we now think that what do you call it? The command center is going to send some instruction now? Since we gathered in front of the station, we're a threat to terrorists? Huh? Because apart from Keon's mother standing here, we have other Lindeners and people from Georgetown come around, people from everywhere coming out now. Because there's a cause. There is a cause. There is a cause. I see Vice Chairman here for Linden, Mr. Goring, has come to stand as well. Thank you so much. He has come to stand as well. All right?
No.
Justice for Keon.
That's it.
We want justice for Keon. Who we want justice for?
Keon!
Who we want justice for?
Keon!
Who we want justice for?
Keon!
Enough is enough. We want justice for Keon. Y'all got to stop murdering people, children. How much more women got to deal with the trend? The blood running in the street like water. What are you saying to us? What are you saying to us? You got children, you got daughters, you got wife. We want justice for Keon.
Justice!
And I'm calling today on all that's in the commanding yard. I'm calling on the commander. We want swift, not only investigation. What happened to the witness?
Right.
Hickens must go home. People talking about who is what. You got advice, whoever he be. And talking about the liars what?
Insulting that man's medicine.
What nonsense is this? That people just stand in this country. You left, you go to region 5, it's some mother crying for your son.
Yes.
You go to region 6, the next woman crying and children crying for the father. You go to region 3, it's the same thing. You go to region 2, it's the same thing. Come on now. We got justice for Keon.
And in the Ronaldo situation, because you see I'm Ronaldo.
The person that's a liar when he
Thank you very much. Exactly.
night to the next. All about the guy and he got a 9mm in his hand and just go off when he snatched by.
Accident.
When you squeeze it, you got murder the boy. Unless a video is surface.
That was it.
If you didn't surface that video, case closed. What happened to the other policemen that went in the vehicle?
That's what you're asking for. That's what you're asking for.
One shot get charged, and when he dragged the boy in the vehicle, you seen two
others
in uniform.
who held him
All
down.
you know is one get charged.
That's what we're asking
It's
this morning.
wickedness.
Permission to take my picture.
Mine too.
Permission to take out my picture. I like when Intel that because what Intel tell.
Come close. That's what I'm going to say for our officer. Come as close as possible. Capture the handsome side.
You know, the said night after that shooting, I was in Linden. I leave the home this time in the morning. Them there by Watuka. Well, you know, Watuka can't see me. Because I don't know if Ferris wheel touchdown and it's spinning again. So I didn't wasting time to go to Watuka. I was there now, go back to the bridge, Apostle London. So they had a few persons because they started to cook and make the float and eat. So the few persons at the bridge, I gone to tell them, man, let's go up, you know, and trying to calm them down. They had this wild one at the bridge. He's playing some singer, I can't remember his name. Start shooting, coming into this crowd with pellets and tear gas in. Nobody doing nothing. Nelly was there, gone to stand for boiling water. You understand? Agitating people.
Nobody shoot. You shoot me, son, in the eye. Weapon is a head thing now.
Yeah.
We get shoot in the eye. Me son get shoot in the eye. Weapon to foot. I didn't mind if me son get bullet in the foot.
He's supposed to get shoot at all.
Supposed to get no life from the time. Because life from the
No, we mind. Police must not be shooting anybody.
Shooting people like power.
They had no weapons in their hands.
They're not seeking medical attention. The family
Correct.
no help. Because
No help.
the next gunshot in the eyes.
No help.
That's what really going on in this place.
And then we're being called terrorists. That's the other part of the situation. I mean, to hear from Dr. Campbell just now. We're being called terrorists. Imagine if this is seriously bad. If I pick a tire in this road today, right here, I'm here from Dr. Campbell, and I like this tire. And then on the last said I'm like Bin Laden. Man, this is no joke now. This is deadly serious. This is very serious here. If you like a tire or wood in front here, today we call terrorists.
But the problem is PPP supporters been blocking roads.
Thank you.
And been burning tires.
And throwing bricks in a bus head.
For years, and never been charged with terrorism. Never been charged with terrorism. All of a sudden, because people, mothers, like Keon's mother, and people are protesting so that we could put a stop to this. Stop killing our children.
Yes.
We are terrorists. We are terrorists because we're standing up for our children.
God.
It has to stop.
What a day in Guyana.
It has to stop.
What a day in our country. You think that's bad? If you stand and say no justice, no peace.
Apostles,
you're terrorists.
I felt the pain of this mother.
Yes, sir.
But I felt it even more that I heard her voice here today. You know, as a parent,
right,
to put yourself in her shoes. But I hear her pain here today. Yeah. The president, the vice president, the attorney general, they have no shame. How could you listen to this woman's pain and don't act?
My God.
This today, I tell you, rain, sir, Joe, got my raincoat.
That's right.
I come here to stand up with you. You're not alone.
No.
You're not alone.
We demand justice. Don't tell me as Guyanese, I can't repeat what Dr. Martin Luther King said, or I'm a criminal, I'm a terrorist. I'm a terrorist. The man who taught us the principle that if there's no justice, which is that, justice is that, law enforcement, law, the law. If there's no justice, you won't have peace. If I say that I'm a terrorist, yeah, we now we truly going as old people say. Because you want to control even how we talk.
That's why the press association.
No.
A whole novel.
Exactly.
A whole novel. That's what police text said when they make a set nice around the ambulance.
I see an ambulance, it makes me wonder with Adrianna, if they brought a horse to remove that child's body. All these things are on my mind today. A lot is on my mind. I saw in the back of a police pickup like carcass. Please. That's the vice chairman right here of Region 10.
There's a story behind why I have to leave. I'm here to support the families of the unfortunate of Ronaldo Peters, of Adrianna Young. Um, there is Keon, brother to the end, is my brother. Who know
That's
me,
young brother?
know that that's my brother. So,
Wow.
the last time I spoke on Keon, it really break me down on life, right? Because of how close. Nevertheless, the story why I have to leave here, I have an 18-year-old daughter, I have an exam at 1 o'clock.
Uh,
And many times, sometimes I say, Queen and early, be in the heart of the day. I would say, why don't get something and go home? And her words to me always is, Daddy, you want to get snatched?
wow.
And I will say to Queen, Queen, you're 18 now. I mean, she's in Cape, she writing, she
Right, right, right.
UG. I said, Queen, you're 18 now. When are you going to grow up? When he said, Daddy, you see the country we live in, and you want I get snatched? And she keeps saying it. But Adrianna Young, when that thing happened, the day I take them down to town by the aunt to do their hair, and I would just drop them off when the father found his daughter dead. I broke down and cried me alone in my car, the big man. Right? I'm talking, my voice already trembling because I know I just dropped my two daughters, 116, 118. And regardless of how big they get, the protective nature as a father always kicked in. So I'm here as a father to support another father that I saw cry bitter tears for his daughter. I know how that feel. I watched both my daughters born. I just remember the time, the date, everything, right? And be there for them always. And so it is very hurting to see a father have to bury his daughter in such fashion. But what is most disturbing to me is not just what happened, it's what happened before and what happened after. And we're still here fighting for justice. Not one person yet is in police custody for that child murder. And person is trying to tell you that that child was in a pool. When a few weeks ago I was in Kukwani when a child drowned in a river.
In a river, brown
Big
water.
river, black water, pitch black. And we found that child in less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours, 300 meters away.
Right.
We found that child. And you telling me a pool
A small pool.
that
too.
personalities, influencers went to life and show you that pool is empty. And then the child mysteriously appear in it and nobody is held accountable to this date. That is most disturbing.
Yes.
And so I will always be here regardless of whatever position I hold. Right? There is some will tell you elected nonsense to me.
Can be.
Right? That is nonsense to me. I'm a father first. And then I hold any position that I could refuse to hold after today.
Right.
With the stroke of a pen. But I will always be a father. I will always be a community leader. I will always be a brother. I will always be somebody's son or my mother's son, because my mother's alive. But I have a lot of mothers. This is my mother right here, Mama Brooms. I always call her Mama Brooms. Right? Whenever I address her as Mama Brooms, nothing else, because I see her as my mother. And all the other mother figure out there who is clamoring and crying, bawling, hold their belly for their child. They are my mother too. And Adrianna Young, she is my daughter. She is my daughter.
Indeed. Mine.
Right? And whenever I address her of our daughter or my daughter. Because that could have been my daughter. And my daughter's song, the song of her voice is always in my head. Daddy, do you want me to get snatched? And I always say, but we live in Linden. Linden don't happen. But she always say, Daddy, you want me to get snatched? And this is middle of the day, almost 12 o'clock. And I have to go and pick her up. She wouldn't leave that house without me going and pick her up or her mother going and pick her up.
And Adrianna disappeared in the middle of the day at 1 o'clock.
She's a woman now. And she still have that fear. And our children must not live in that fear in this society.
I agree.
Must not. They
I
must be
agree.
free.
I agree.
mean, from time to time, they go home on their own with the children. If children is not on the road, they're not going.
Wow.
Right? But they still have that fear as big as she be. And I still fear she have to go out to school in September. She have to go to UG in September to start her law program. And I still fear for her. And she still fear for herself. And so we have to overcome that at some point. But at the end of the day, I want to see justice for Ronaldo Peters. I was there from since the night. I mean, I saw my face on a Facebook post from some fake page claiming that I instigate violence. I'm not instigating violence. I'm calling for justice because the right thing to do as a leader.
It is.
We cannot let no one else people's story. We have to do those, and so that we can tell those stories.
Thank you. And that's young brother here.
You hear if you get charged. The last thing I heard was the warhead of the bullet. It's so damaged, some fragment, something. It's so damaged that they can the test You have a ballistic test can prove which weapon it fire from. Um, However, I weren't there when the shooting take place, but everybody that was there saying Mr. Primus was the only officer there in khaki. Everybody else that was there was in blue and black, and he was the only officer there in khaki. And after
Easy then.
the rank them was which would have been easy to identify, right? Um, After all the other rank would have been shooting and shooting and shooting with the rubber bullets, and all would have finished. He stepped from behind because he wasn't in the line with them.
Okay.
He stepped to the line with them, take out his handgun and fire the shield and discharge a couple of rounds.
God.
Right? Um,
Oh my God.
my thing is, 1 month down gone, we know if he with his family, comfortable and happy while people in distress, sleepless nights, and I really need justice for my brother because he didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it.
Well, you know, when I got up here, they had an eyewitness.
One time I heard the government, I don't know how true it is. One time I heard that the government would have fly him out of the country because we're hearing anything.
You hear all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Exactly.
The president would have called to of which I have no problem for us to reach with the president. I said to them we need to see the police be in charge, and then we will be coming to reach with the president, right, along with the lawyer, because by rights I think if you have a counselor and you're gonna reach someone, you should inform your counselor and they will probably accompany you or whatever the case.
That's what it's supposed to be.
But so far we waiting for the officer be in charge or wherever it is. No results up to now. Witness would have already submitted statements. And the young lady that find the pick up tree the case into the shelf, she was afraid to come forward. So she would have give it to me. I hand it over to the police, which I give a statement. And we still here waiting.
Where is Mr. Primus? He's still here?
No, he's not in Linden, but I don't know where he is. I don't know if the government hiding the shielding.
Oh, you know his first name?
I can't remember his first name. But the thing is, if the government protecting him, I feel like they're just encouraging police to just go about shooting. And over the west side there, that big protest, nothing like that in Linden, and nobody didn't get shoot. And all these big shooting down will be going on in Linden. At one time, I feel like Linden turned a hunting ground, that you just come with live rounds and shoot. You understand me? So I really need justice for these kids, especially when I look at them. Really hurt me. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, brother. That's another call. Another call. The brother of Keon. Young men are standing here.
Justice for Keon!
Justice for Keon.
Justice for Keon!
Watch it.
Who we need justice for?
Keon!
Who we need justice for?
Keon!
Who we need
Car
justice
coming.
for?
Keon!
Who we need justice for?
Keon!
Who we need justice for?
Keon!
Who must get charged?
Primus!
Who must get charged? Who must get charged?
Primus!
Who must get charged? Who must get charged?
The murderer.
Who must get charged?
The murderer.
Who must get charged?
Take my son's life.
Who must get charged? Justice to who?
Justice
to who?
And that is the police that shoot my son.
My God.
That was the only khaki clothes police on the protest.
And people saw. That's the thing about me. My God.
I need justice for my son, Keon. Primus must get charged for murder. Because that is murder.
Yes, it is.
Primus can't kill people, children, and they're free. Where is Primus?
That's it, mother. Good
Where is
question.
Primus? He's not in Linden Station anymore. Where is Primus? We need justice.
I am so grateful that people can understand, at least based on what I'm seeing here, how painful this is and how real our situation in Guyana has become. All right? We demand justice. A citizen of the country, so we demand. It's a constitutional right because justice speaks to the laws of Guyana. I can't pledge myself to honor always the flag of Guyana. And I pledge to obey the laws of the country, but please don't obey the law. That wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't work for any one of us.
You charge the police with terrorism.
Thank you, sir.
Justice. Justice for Keon, for my son. I need justice.
The word that
Justice.
the police and this government beat this word like you're asking what's justice.
Exactly.
You're asking now these days where's the justice? If it had justice, you think we'd have got it out there calling for justice? Eh? And every time this thing happened, no less a person than Ali going to catch people's family and pull them in a corner. That's what you're using your office for?
Normal thing now.
People, for quiet people down? Eh? And when you're done, you go home. You're Ferris wheel, you're going home and you spin left, right, and center. Eh? It is just so cruel. It's just so wicked. What is your car? Sorry, yeah. Okay, thank you. And thank you for parking it here. Yes. Yes, nice little residence just now. That's stupid. It is just so cruel.
I want to know whose money being spent to pay as well. Because we have a lot of money, promises being made. And whose money? Our taxpayers dollars being spent? Spend it for justice.
So many people hurting out here. So
My
many.
God, man.
We think it's 1 or 2 or 3.
Many.
1 month it was no assistance for the family.
No assistance whatsoever.
I have 4 children.
This is something else, man.
4 children. You can imagine if the president could intervene and public assistance is a problem. We get something from taxpayers' money.
Right.
So if he intervened in a whole month,
My God. We in trouble. If we don't stand up, we in trouble.
Because we know the results. We know what's going to happen. It's only some places and some people.
Right.
But you could fool some people
Sometime.
for some time. But you can't fool all the people all the time.
No.
Enough is enough.
I even tell him when we went to the get out about the Henry boys death.
Same thing.
So,
Same thing.
and he even raised up then he said, no, we're going to get justice. What happened?
But as we said, but anybody
1
too.
month done. Today's a month, today's another day.
The only thing I want to declare over your life as against Henry Boyce, I believe it's both mothers die.
Yes, that's true. Both of them.
2 women die.
2 mothers.
But that must not happen to you.
No.
So he don't care nothing. He ain't care thing. Those women cry the ball.
Yeah.
I saw the woman, the first mother. Yeah. Teddy Tubby go in the woman's chair and sit down. Nearly break the spring on the board. And here the woman said, I know because the president said, woman said with confidence, we will get justice.
Yes.
And we are satisfied.
The president needs to sort out the situation.
Yes.
He
Correct.
needs to ensure justice and he needs to take care of his family.
Correct.
No more meetings.
No more
No
meetings.
more talk shop. We want action. The president, there's a grieving mother here. His mother is still alive, and if the same thing
That's
happened
right.
to him,
That's right.
he has 2 children. He's a father. He must show empathy.
Yes.
I need him to show empathy. Don't show me pictures when you're carrying your son to school.
That's correct.
Right? show me empathy for another mother here, another parent here. Sort out the situation, give them justice, and give them some assistance to take care of those 4 children. No more meetings, no more talk shop.
No more. No more. 4 children to be taken care of. 4. The state cannot fail this mother because an arm of the state shot and killed her son, a representative, an agent. And this correction begins with Clifton Hicken going.
Yes.
Believe me, I say that. This would be corrected if Clifton Hicken, let's start with Hicken. Must start with Hicken. And above Hicken is Robeson Ben, who can't talk yet. And you have a member of parliament, I'll speak with her shortly. Because we hear from MP has sing in a minute. Because as now we normally say members of parliament and use it casually. This little lady you see here, sorry for saying little, she's like my mother's height. This is a person who helps to make the laws of Guyana. Our youth must understand what a member of parliament is. In the House of Assembly, this is one of our legislators. So we expect then that the legislators like Anil would respect the law and would make laws that are healthy for us as a people. So we want to hear from her today regarding what Anil is saying, that if I light a tire on the road now here, I'm one who would have blown up the Twin Towers and all that. I'm equivalent to them in his eyes. Please speak to us and give us some hope as a member of parliament. I beg of you.
Today marks 1 month, 1 whole month since young Fortuné was gone down, a father, a friend, but most importantly, a young Guyanese.
Yes.
And no justice has been served for his children, his mother, unto this day. I come up from all the way from Camarang. I'm here in Linden to join this group to say enough is enough.
Yes.
1 is too much. We don't even have a population of 1 million.
That's right.
And if I'm going to go down the road to count how many Guyanese died by accident, by gunning down, you know, that is too much for our little population of less than a million. And so I am calling on those in authority like myself. I am a member of parliament, sitting in parliament, we go there to make legislation. Our legislation must be made to ensure that our Guyanese are protected.
Thank you.
They must be protected. Our children must have safe places to go with their families. I am one who always engaging and encouraging other responsible persons. Let us make Guyana a safe country for mothers, for fathers, children, youth, even to our policemen and policewomen. I know some of our policemen and policewomen are not happy.
No.
They are not happy at this time, but they're not free enough to express themselves. And we understand. We're not saying all the policemen and all. There are those who have conscience. There are those who have children. There are those who have parents. And I empathize with them, but we're asking those who want to play bad or who call themselves bad, that they must know that there is a God. There is a God who watches over all his children. And he allows certain things to happen so that you and I can wake up and to see what is happening.
Yes.
And so today I call for justice. I am here to join in a call for justice for Fortuné, justice for Ronald Peters, justice for Adrianna Young, and justice for all those, the Henry boys, the 20 children at Madi, I always say.
Yes.
So many young people we have lost. We need justice. Enough is enough.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Enough is enough. All right?
Yeah.
And as someone is saying here on social media, Linden has thousands of people, and we have many leaders. And Lindeners are saying that they're not seeing their leaders present apart from Mr. Goring. I'm just saying because they need us to hear what people are saying. All right? But we are here because we lead. So it's not about y'all looking to see who is here. It's about us standing for something. There's one Mahatma Gandhi. There's one Martin Luther King. One Malcolm X. You need 55 people. One Nelson Mandela. The world was never changed by a whole lot of people. And again, I say many are afraid to stand in front of the station, which is a problem. If you're scared to stand in front of the police station, we have a major problem in our country. Thank you. I should run here first. People are saying that, be careful. How you tell me be careful in front of the police station? And you're wishing that we should be. Come on, man.
Officer, how are you there? Good care. I'm happy that you're looking in my direction. Thanks. I have safety.
Hey, if we can't feel safe and you see 5 police walking on the road here, our country has a problem. And the commissioner has not come out to say one word to us. He hasn't shown up on any news conference to talk to Keon's mother or Adrianna's parents to speak to the public about it either. So Lindeners have come out to express today, not just Lindeners, but we joined, thankfully so, by leaders. We are here. All right, we are here. And before they came, and I started broadcast at 11 to remember Adrianna, who's 11 years old. And in standing, I say again, because we need to get a chance for Barrett in front here, to respect the lawyers. This man would disrespect one of Todd's caliber. Come on, man. All because Todd is doing what pleases him? No, we can stand today. We have to demand as a people that order is restored to our country. Further, we have not seen any report that says 3 pathologists, not 1, 3 pathologists have signed off and released a report. We have not seen that. All these days have passed. I tell you what. Barbara Jaglia said, show us the video of the girl coming out to the yard and going into the Toyota Ram. Mandel can't produce it, and Mandel is home relaxing and leave. But we are called terrorists.
The person who might be looking. What is happening here with this woman is happening to all of us in Scotland. That there are many like this woman around the country.
Yeah.
And of course in London, if all of us don't take a stand to ensure that a good change come to this nation, I don't know what are we saying to our children.
The next 5 years will not be good for us.
Because over the past 5 years alone, just over the past 2 months alone, what we've witnessed in this country, I mean, the Honorable Don Hastings mentioned about the children burning up in that school, in that dormitory, burning up. You saw mothers out there crying because by the time they're going the next day, dogs fetching away bones from the area. And the people were crying, grieving. Horses still grieving for that. So much is happening so fast.
And while you
we
say
had
that,
a massacre on the highway.
Yeah, while you say that,
moving out to the US looking for assistance to be able to see.
Let's go back to Madia. They took the concrete from the building and started putting the whole road in the road. Listen here, man. You tell me these people care about people? With human remains among the rocks, they took it and started putting the concrete on the road to full pothole. This is Guyana under the PPP. Because it wasn't up to did that. Oh, a young man is about to speak. I am Ronaldo.
I would like to address the police officers. Respectfully, of course, because I understand their necessity in the country and in the legislative system. However, I would caution them and admonish them. Use your conscience. Why would I say this? I'll share one of my not state from which police station or with the officer's name, because at the end of the day, when you see somebody with integrity, you don't look to sing them or put them in problems.
Right.
Some time back, I got into a vehicular accident. Minor. Now before I continue, if a cover up could happen with a vehicle accident, if a cover up could happen for something as simple as a vehicle accident, how far would you go? And why would you go that far? I was driving along the highway. And in attempting to change lanes, the driver behind me, she sped up and she hit the back of my vehicle. Now, according to the legislation and driving laws, if the person in front of you gives you ample notice that they would like to change lanes, you allow them to do so.
Right.
After my vehicle would have been hit, I then pulled to the corner of the road. After which, I tried to signal the driver. So when the truck passed.
Young man is showing a story. That's here for a minute.
Yeah. So you will see the significance of my story just now.
Yeah.
This is not me trying to speak about a car in this moment, but there's a principle attached to it. After I asked the driver to politely pull to the corner, she began to evade, try to flee the scene. Now, according to the Constitution, no matter the magnitude of an accident, once a vehicular accident occurs, you are to report it to the police station.
Right.
After she attempted to flee the scene, I was behind her. The only time she stopped was after her vehicle cut out on the road. Vehicle cut out, I went to her, I asked her to go to the station, and she refused to go. She said her vehicle is fine, so she's not going anywhere. It was after somebody, I believe it was her father or some relative came, and they encouraged her to go to the police station. While there, or on the way there, they were speaking about making contact with somebody and what time they would be in at the station. We did, and while there, I heard that she was in somewhat affiliated with the police. I heard Brigham Station. However, I'll show you where I misheard. So I was the sole party who was charged.
You were charged?
I was charged.
Oh my.
She was, so when they said they would be charging one person, I smiled because I assumed it was her. But they came and they told me I was the sole party who was charged.
Wow.
They placed me on stage, they placed me on bail, and she was allowed to leave freely. My father, now deceased, he came and he went to the station officer and he asked her how this could be so. She said that yes, that should not be the case, that the sergeant should charge the other party also. So my father asked them if that's the case, if I would be allowed to walk freely. They said no. If I want to wait until she's charged, then I have to wait in the station until she comes back, and then I could go. So I went ahead and I left on the bail. They gave me a court date. Now, seeing that this was injustice, I decided to go to the police inquiry on Brigham to lodge a complaint, a formal complaint against the police for injustice. Whilst there, when I walked into the front desk, there was the young lady sitting as a receptionist at the police inquiry.
Wow.
It was then when I realized that, hey, you ain't got no justice to get here. This should not be the case, because again, it should be a neutral body. I went to the retired justice, I can't recall his name, the head of the police inquiry. And when I went in, they started reading out my complaint letter. The first thing he turned and told, again, he's supposed to be a neutral party, investigate. He is not a judge, he is not a juror. He turned and he told me that I am wrong. He said that I have no complaint and it would be dismissed.
Wow.
Now my case was, I was told I had to go to the court. When I went to the court, there was no case. I went back to the station to get my bail, and they sent me back to give me another court date, but they put the case on a different officer this time. While waiting at the court again, the officer, he came to me and he pulled me outside. There's at the traffic court on Brigham. He pulled me outside by the tree. And he said, you know what? I'm not supposed to be here. But he said I couldn't stand and let this happen. He said to me, and this is very important, he said to me that, we know that you're not wrong, but they tried to put a case on you because she worked with police inquiry.
Wow.
And because of the potential harm that may come to them if they go against one of their own. So out of fear, the police, knowing what was right or wrong, out of fear, they decided to put the blame on somebody else, to cover it up essentially.
My Lord.
And even then, when I was at the court and he pulled me out, yet again, still no case was at the court. Another time recently, I was at the bank after these string of events. And from a police officer, I heard, now, the same police who came to me at the court, he was saying that he doesn't know how much longer he can stay in the force because of how often they have to cover up their conscience.
Wow.
While at the bank, a police officer, well, she was not in uniform, but she was speaking to somebody and she was saying that, I'm a member of the police force. And I'm telling you, it's not the Guyana police force. She called it the Guyana political force.
Wow.
Now, my thing is, police officers have a conscience. The fact that they can be saying these things, doing these things, they have a conscience.
Yes.
To me, it does not make sense for you to sell your soul and your conscience for a job.
Right.
You stand to lose more by losing your integrity is one of the greatest losses you can take in this life. There is always better. And if all of you begin to stand together and say, hey, we're not going to go ahead with this corruption, it will change.
Yes.
You as the foot soldiers, you are the first beginning to change. See, instead of sitting idly by out of fear, if all of you decide that, hey, you also as police officers have the right to protest and
Yes.
strike and say that, hey, we would not be continuing to cover up your foolishness. Now, if that can happen for vehicular accident, oh, please, lives are at stake. You have daughters, you have sisters, you have brothers, you have fathers, you have family. You would not like the same fate to befall them. And if you continue like this, very much so, it's a high possibility that one day the same fate can befall them. And you cannot be upset if another police officer like yourself does the exact thing that you do. That's all I have.
Thank you so much. You've heard it. A young man speaking to the police officers themselves saying, some of them, that they don't want to cover these things anymore. One second, I come to. Yes.
I just want to say, we need justice for my nephew.
See your Keon's aunt.
Keon's aunt, yeah. We need justice for Keon because Keon died and leave all of us in pain. When Keon died, I almost lose my life. Because when I go to the hospital and I see Keon, I was out and I know nothing at all. When I wake up, I was still unconscious a bit, but a hearing and the nurse them trying with me because of the shock that I get about my nephew. So all we pleading for is justice. We are in pain and we need justice. And just like anybody else do anything, the police just come for them. It's the same way the police them should pay the penalty as civilians.
Right. I agree.
Understand?
I agree.
The same way.
What is it?
Because just a little thing, the police is come and looking for your phone.
One thing you done.
One thing you don't like you're some criminal.
Yes.
And there is life gone down. And the police is not giving us justice, anything. And we are here grieving. Each day is like yesterday. 1 month gone and it's just like yesterday it happened. So all we pleading for is justice.
We're demanding justice. It's your right to the Guyanese.
Use our conscience, heart, and everything. And know that God is watching because nothing go unpaid.
You know, they've said to me that Irfan promised his mother, promise your family that you will get justice.
God is watching.
Promise. Look at this mother, Irfan Ali. Your wife isn't doing this right now. She could be happy with your 2 sons. Look at the mother here, lost her son. And you promised this lady she'll get justice. And Primus has not even been charged. This is crazy, man. This is painful.
My pressure run up to something that day when I hear my nephew died. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
You have another mother here? Another mother is seeking justice as well?
I don't even know how to begin. When I was just finished washing when I saw Miss Fudgeny giving her deepest grief. Then I want to say come out my eye. I have 3 kids, 1 daughter. happened.
Mhm.
As soon as it happened, them said, go for she. A teacher knocked me that in she head with a motorbike helmet. She trip out right away. Take her to Mackenzie Hospital. She was in there 3 weeks. They said how she done drugs. I asked them for a drugs test because she cannot respond. They said,
Right.
I'm the mother. I cannot ask the drug test. The doctor there was Dr. Mohammed and his wife. I could remember. I have all my doctor at my daughter medicals. 3 weeks she there in there. So there I lie down crying because some daughter they saw she there on the bed. They ain't getting she no treatment. They say drugs. She there on his withdrawal. His body want drugs. A day ago, I'm telling her to taking her out of the hospital and I would take her to Woodlands.
Mhm.
They say, well, if I take her out, I cannot bring her back. 4 o'clock in the morning, I take a special hire car from here. The man charged me 20,000.
Wow.
2012, August month. When we reach out to Woodlands, that's just how private is different.
Right.
I didn't know that was the doctor was observing my daughter, and I tell her I never know when you have a head injury, you don't settle.
No.
So she there, so tell her, she said, oh, whole night, mommy, sleep, rest, and the white doctor was right there. And she said, you are who the child? I said, I'm the mom. She said, that is a head injury that woman is suffering from. She said, and we cannot administration, no drugs to her. We have to admit her. I said, I cry. I said, me work with money for that. She said, the first thing I have to do is a CT scan. $32,000 was the CT scan. They said, if one night for keep she 64,000.
Oh my God.
I cry. I said, me get this money. She said, well, we got to admit she, the white doctor, have all my medical, but I work with it. From Woodland Hospital. When they do the CT scan, they say it's on head injury. She spent 4 days because after the 4 days, I tell them I can't make it no more. But in between is 1.3 million I spent at Woodland to bring back my daughter to the stage she is. And right now, she's a mad woman because when she get ready, she goes all over. People take a lot of advantage on she. When I see this mommy, they crying. I cry from since 2012 till now. And when this government come back, I got the ropes to bend myself. Because I see Wendell Blanham serve a lot of murder cases.
Right.
And he won it. So when I got the ropes, you know that man told me, you go to Linden? I said, that's why I come here to you, because you are the Home Affairs Minister, and I see Wendell Blanham serve a lot of cases. So I come here to you as the head for the Home Affairs.
Right.
So I'm going to call you, tell Derek today. So what this mother is facing, I'm facing with my only daughter. And if you see how my daughter is beautiful, she got raped, all sorts of things.
Oh my God, mother. Oh my God.
So I am so hurt. I hurt for these mothers because you know why my own is alive, and when she is on it, she go all over, and advantage taken her. The only thing till they like today are the spray for her that she does not have AIDS because when she go away every time I care she to do tests. And this teacher is teaching right now in Linden till now as a teacher.
Injustice everywhere.
Well, I don't want to distract or to take away, but Dr. Campbell is here and he was listening about the children and the cash grant. And he said that he is going to give you the money for the cash grant.
Wow.
We know they have
Cash grant
done anything yet.
for all
Wow.
4 of the children.
So
Look
give
at the
some
difference.
support that they help them in the
So it's-
meantime, right?
Guyana, there's hope.
Yes.
Dr. Campbell has given to the mother, the grandmother children.
Those children got to be taken care of.
Dr. Campbell, we can't miss this moment. Here you have a leader, not a political leader, a leader, a businessman who has stood here and heard the pain. So instead of the Guyana authority or government giving to this lady, Dr. Campbell has given to her the money for 4 grandchildren, $220,000, because she's in pain.
We care. But
And
we
we care
care.
for the
Fine,
children.
still give. We care.
Care for children.
And
We
pray.
care.
It's not so much Dr. Campbell, because with Simona Brooms and with Apostle and with MP Dark Hastings, we're all working together
Thank
to
you,
try
sir.
to bring a change and bring assistance and bring an end to police brutality
Important.
against the people of this country. We need the police to protect and to serve and to protect us, not to brutalize us. Moms, I feel your pain. I'm a father, father of 6, and I feel your pain.
Wow, this is so touching, and thank you so much, Finale. You will ensure that Clifton Hitkin goes. Hitkin cannot be in the police force anymore. No more. Within 2 months, at least 4 Guyanese men, within a month, 4 have been shot and killed on the Hitkin's watch. 4 young men. Gone. None of them had a gun in their hand. Keon didn't have a gun. Keon didn't have a knife. Ronaldo Peter didn't have a gun. He didn't have a knife. He didn't have a brick in his hand. And police decided live rounds are the best thing to use. When Hollingsworth was in his house, in his brother's house, at a door with the door just barely open, the police raised a gun and pointed the man's face and shot him in his eye. We are not going to be target practice. Hitkin has to go. If our police officer resign, if Hitkin will charge me for real, because this is not looking good. You have a mother. Sean, you want to say you have a son? Keon. Say it.
As a mother, for us of a 25-year-old, Keon's situation, even though he lived by himself, I still fear for him because we cannot trust our young boys with the police. We see what they're about. They have their own mission to send innocent people wherever they want. And then as a mother of a grade 2, with Adrianna's case, I find it very hard sending my son out back to school. It wasn't easy, but in Yahweh, I had to put faith before and send my son out because it isn't easy. And I find when speaking to other mothers, I find most of them are comfortable with the mother's song whenever this government is in parliament. That how many more? That is a song keep playing every year under this government, no doubt. And I don't like, even though that song have a good meaning, it brings pain every time you listen to it. And it's sad that we cannot just get justice where it's due and when it's due. We have to keep fighting for everything in this country. And then we keep hearing about the ISGDP. Why is that so important? When the citizen is even safe and comfortable and to enjoy everything of this country. Yes, for everyone, from the Henry boys to Boston to Kevin, Keon, everybody. Justice is the number 1 word here.
Yes.
And they must get it.
Yes. Thank you so much. Well, today we'll end our stance. All right. We would never go back to normal lives. I'm going to work. I'm dressed to work because I say again. Let me see. Look at this lady's daughter. Beautiful young lady. Look at her. And somebody hit her in the head with a motorcycle helmet.
Karen Mitchell.
Wow.
Never get one day justice.
Listen, it can never be normal for me. And I don't know if any Guyanese who can live in this country now and think it's normal. It's not normal. I can go to work today and the police can be sent somewhere to the work site to say I kidnapped somebody because my vehicle number show up or some worker.
Being a terrorist.
Or I was being a terrorist because it's in front of the station. Anything could happen today. So we'll continue our stance. I'm not stopping because I'll come back out again. We'll make the announcement. If it's every Friday I have to come out here and stand, I'll stand here. Because we must have justice and a finale must ensure the right thing is done in Guyana. Hitkin has to go. Must go. We have to stand tall. All right? And what I want all to see, we stood in front of the station and no police insured anybody.
Yeshua's name.
Right. So, oh, we singing now.
I got no one who's gonna save you. All you're feeling like anyone is simply human pride. You got me down on my knees for your mama. Stand tall. To fall. Cause they got no justice. Who's gonna save you? Cause you're feeling like everyone. It's simply human pride. In Yeshua's name, let everyone recognize that they are human beings. Do not unto others what you don't like for yourself.
Right.
Because when it comes back, it's going to be multiplied. Just as Elijah had to call curse on many nations in his time of prophecy. Yahweh, is this justifiable? I, Mr. Anton, has been unjustifiably treated by the Guyana police force. I won my case against them. I went to Bend 3 times with my letter for reinstatement, but never was given. I was the man-called brother, other than Ronald Grogan, that used to provide most of the traffic cases, because I'm a man of justice, peace, love, and harmony. Always a brother. There are many people in there that know me, and they weren't trying to step in my path because I was the only bass singer in the Giant Service Choir on the Boville. Bobby didn't give me a chance to go to cadetship, but the gentleman that turned lawyer had to ask him, why couldn't you give this man? You have 6 subjects plus a trade. But right away, I was okay to go to University of Guyana, where I did management. Is this justifiable? I, Mr. Anthony Power Stroke, knows about injustices that I've suffered. Peace and love unto each and every one. We all have a heart. Do not unto others we don't like for yourself.
Right.
A gentleman that's tried a big heavy-duty car, 10 or the one I think is the number, lives in Retrieve. Come on, pulling a gun at me. Gentleman here, you don't have no time with me. But you don't know that I am not afraid of even his reactions. Because when they charged me for manslaughter, they could not find me guilty because even men come and tell them, this man was fighting with a drunk killer, fighting for a motorcycle, and that man was shot down right on Crow Street. A man that stand up on the roof of the prison since 1983 and telling about it.
Answer your continuous survey.
Hold on, Nathan. Yeah.
Every society is full of number of things that are broad full.
1 second, brother. Dr. Campbell, of course, Madam Brooms, MP Hastings, and those who came from Georgetown. I don't know this young lady. Amanda, there you go. Thank you all for coming. As I said, we'll continue to stand and we'll drive wherever we have to drive. Because we have to go around Guyana to say, apparently, that we stand for justice. Robeson and Hicken would have to go. What you're doing to us as a people is ridiculous. Anil must go. To call me terrorist if people like to end the road, that's not going to work. So let us stand. Thank you all so much. We'll be back. We shall return. Facebook viewers, YouTube viewers, thank you so much. We shall be back. As I said, you see that I have to say we survived. This is so embarrassing. Imagine Guyana have to go on camera to say we survived standing in front of the police station. Nobody shot us. All right? We survived. So, y'all do well.